What's going on? We are shooting back-to-back episodes today. I didn't do one last week, but that's okay. We're doing two this week, and luckily it is episode number 20. I'm super pumped that you guys are here. If you don't know who I am or what the show is, my name is Brian Downard, and this is Laptop Empires, the show that teaches you how to build and grow a business from anywhere in the world. So today I want to talk about a very important topic for you marketing consultants and freelancers out there who are selling your services. I want to talk about the difference between easy clients and difficult clients. Now, I know you all can relate to having difficult clients. I can remember last summer I took on a client that I had never had any experience in that space before, and they were just starting up and they were leaning on me to do all of these things, and it was so stressful that I, for a whole month in the summer could barely enjoy myself or go outside because I was so stressed about trying to make this work, and it never even ended up working. And that was my fault because I took on the wrong client. Now, maybe you can relate, and if you can't, I'm going to help you avoid ever doing this. So first, let's talk about what identifies an easy client. The number one thing that I like to look for in an easy client is someone who has a high customer lifetime value for their clients. So that means they've got customers who are going to either one, spend a lot of money when they make a purchase, or two, they're going to come back many times, make multiple purchases and spend a lot of money, or three, they're going to do both. So either way, your customer and the clients you want to go after should have a number of offers and many different things they could offer customers to increase lifetime value. So great examples are things like elective surgery, so med spas where people are going to go get Botox injections, or furniture stores, car dealerships, real estate agents, spaces where you can get a couple of leads for your business and they could potentially make thousands and thousands of dollars. Those are the clients you want, not the ones who you're going to have to get hundreds and hundreds of leads just to get them a few sales. Those are going to drive you crazy. Now, another thing that I really look for in a good client is to make sure they've got a good reputation and they've got a good sales process in place. So you're going to want to go look at their reviews on Yelp, make sure that people actually like them and say good things about them. And then you're going to also want to talk with the owner and make sure that they're closing most of the people who come into their business, and that they're not just tire kickers. Again, if you get them leads and they're just a bunch of jerks who are going to turn away business or talk shit to customers and get bad reviews online and then blame you for not making any sales, that's going to be very, very frustrating. And if they don't have a solid sales process in place, then it's equally going to be difficult, no matter how many leads you get them, for them to turn them into customers, and you don't want them to be blaming you for that. You want to make the expectations clear that you are generating leads for their sales team or them, the owner, to follow up with. So make sure those expectations are clear. Now, another good thing to look for in a client, and an easy client, is someone who's already spending on advertising. So you're not going to want someone who, this is their first rodeo with spending ads, on money on ads. If they have been relying on referrals and they're just going to be the first time diving into pay-per-click or Facebook marketing, and they don't really see the full value of it, they're going to be penny pinchers. They're going to want to know where their money is going and be worried about it all the time. And yeah, you want to earn your clients a return on their investment, make sure you're getting leads in the door, but you don't want them counting exact dollars and pennies and really just frustrating you and trying to knock your price down because they're not thinking they're getting enough value. So again, that goes back to step number one, making sure that they have customers who actually pay a lot of money. So when you get people in the door, they make hundreds and thousands, hundreds or potentially thousands, even more of dollars. So make sure you look for that. Now, something else you want to do is look for businesses that are successful. You don't want the businesses who are struggling and that are going to lean on you to save them. That's just going to be, again, too much pressure on you, and you don't want that kind of stress in your life where you have to go save this business that's about to go under. Because again, they're going to rely way too much on you, and you do not want to take on that kind of responsibility unless you are truly confident that you can get the results you're promising. or maybe it's some kind of charity case that you've taken on and decided you want to offer them some guidance. But be very careful, because you can burn bridges that way and then really sacrifice your sanity. Now, a couple of things to look for to avoid in clients and bad clients. So bad clients are people who are very nitpicky, and even before you get started, they're questioning everything, and they're, what about this, and this is too expensive, and they're just going, again, to drive you crazy. And if they're nitpicking in the beginning, they're going to be nitpicking the entire time. You want someone who's laid back, understands the value, and has clear expectations, and understands boundaries, and that you're a business owner yourself and you don't work for them. So make sure to avoid people like that. You also want to avoid, especially in the beginning, because I know a lot of you are probably at that stage who are watching this video, you want to avoid profit share arrangements. Until you're really good and you've got a proven track record, profit share arrangements are very, very difficult, because again, there's too many expectations on you to make it really work if you don't really know what you're doing yet, or you can't get those kinds of results where it's going to be a return. Maybe you can get the client back their ad spend plus a little bit, but you're not going to make enough to earn a commission on that, and that's not what you're doing. You are being paid for a service, not being paid for this outcome, unless you set an expectation like that. So for those watching, you're mostly marketers. Your job is to get sales qualified leads to the sales team, not necessarily to close those leads. Now, there's things you can do and implement in your marketing process, automated emails and text messages and things like that to help move people along. But at the end of the day, it's your goal to get the sales leads, and the customers need to close the deal. So let's see, another thing to avoid in clients. People who don't see the value in your time or your services. This kind of goes back to the nitpicking part, but if you've got someone who is going to continuously be emailing you, messaging you, asking you to do silly things, and you don't have boundaries established, they're going to take advantage of you, and you'll be soon an employee of their business and getting paid half the amount of one. So be very cautious there. I know in the beginning a lot of you want to over-deliver for your clients. Just make sure you set clear expectations of what you're going to do and what they're going to do, and make sure they respect your time and boundaries and aren't taking advantage of that. Now, it's also important to know how and when to say goodbye to clients. Excuse me. So that means if you're not getting results for them, and you can kind of feel that, don't hide behind it. Don't beat around the bush. Make sure that they understand, and you're making clear to them, yeah, this campaign isn't working as well I hoped it would. Let's try and do these things, and maybe give a timeline for when you want to hit certain goals by. So, maybe give us one more month to make these changes, and we'll try this. If it doesn't work, we can part ways. You just never want to be in a situation where a client has to fire you. I'll make it kind of a soft parting of the ways if it gets to a point where you feel like this isn't working out. Or again, maybe you are getting results for them, but it's some profit share arrangement. You're not getting enough results to get paid. You don't want to stick around. This isn't multi-level marketing system. You need to be paid for the services you provide. So I hope these quick tips have been helpful to you when you're prospecting for clients and getting referrals. And yeah, you know what? Before I wrap this up, I do want to talk about referrals too, because a lot of us will get referrals from people, friends, family, people who we've either done business with in the past or current clients, and we want to take them on because they're excited about it. They're easy pickings, and they're really excited about us and who we are because of the referral. But if it's not a good fit, don't take it on. I know it could be an easy close, but if you don't feel like they fit the criteria of being an easy client that you can get results for, just don't waste your time and energy. Go spend time finding the clients that can get you the results. And again, always have kind of an exit strategy for when things go sour, so you can part ways amicably and not have to have a sour relationship and have them be spreading bad word of mouth in the community. So again, I hope these tips have been very helpful to you. This has been episode 20 of Laptop Empires. I've got many more episodes coming, so I thank everyone who has subscribed thus far. If you've enjoyed this, I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel and share it with a friend. Thank you again for tuning in. We will chat very soon.